Hey Avon Nation, Emily Seagren here. I hope you are all surviving during this time where we are all working from home. And I want to continue doing some short training tutorials to help with you doing your own marketing. So let's get started today on how to share the Avon brochure through email. So when you add people to your Avon web office, Avon automatically sends them emails on your behalf unless you call and have the automated email program turned off. So something you always want to be in the habit of doing with customers is entering them into your web office and having a current email address in there so that Avon can market on your behalf and send emails. I keep that on, and I also do my own emails through Constant Contact. So I wanted to show you what that looks like, and I'll go over some of the benefits of doing your own email marketing. So right now I'm gonna share my screen, and I'm actually gonna show you one of the emails that Avon sent out today. So let me pull up one that they sent on my behalf so you can see how it takes the customer right into your website so that you get credit for it. And here we go. So this comes from Emily Seagren at Avon, and telling them they can sign up for text updates. So I do recommend subscribing as your own customer so that you get to see what your customers are getting. It helps with your own creativity, what you can be marketing to customers, and then it helps in your dialogue with customers so you know what they're receiving. So let's just click on this, and you can see it takes them to this blog post right on my Avon website. So then here is find the best eye cream. So that is cool. It shows all the different areas that eye creams can address and help your customer with. And then it has my information at the bottom. So let's log into your Avon real quick, and I will show you how to add a customer in your web office. So here we are in the web office, and address book. You go into here, I'm going to show you right from here where you can add a customer. And we would type in their first, last name, and then email address and phone. You can sort them by different groups if you'd like, and then add them. So great practice, like I said, if you're distributing brochures or you're out talking to people, always get at the minimum, try to get an email address, their first and last name, and a phone number. Because that way we can start marketing to them, even if they're not ready to purchase from us right away. So that's how you continuously add to your contact list, and through marketing and repeat communication and follow-up, hopefully turning them into either a customer or a representative on your team. So let's now go into Constant Contact, and I'll show you how I create an email for my customer list. So it's always easier to start from previous work. So once you are in here and have some templates made up, it's a lot easier and quicker to come up with marketing emails just to send right out. Some of the advantages of doing your own email is one, you can always have the opportunity for your customer to buy from you or for them to sign up and join your team. I'm always very careful about marketing to my customers about the opportunity because I don't want them to get annoyed and think I'm just trying to turn them into a team member and stop wanting to buy from me. So with this approach, we can always have the opportunity to buy from us. And then at the bottom, have an opportunity for them to join our team. So that's how I market to people who are a customer or have expressed interest in buying from me, but haven't expressed interest in becoming a rep. Those that have, I do send particular recruiting emails to them. So it's always good to know the origin of where your contacts come from and why they originally reached out to you so that you can keep those customers segmented into different groups. So Constant Contact is, they charge a monthly fee based on the size of your contact list. So my contact list over 10 years is around like 30,000 people, I believe. And the amount I pay per month is about $400, which probably sounds like a lot of money and a lot of contacts, right? But it's taken 12 years to build up that database. And if you think about it, compared to the cost of a physical mailing, it's actually very affordable because that $400 a month allows me to send as many communications as I want during the month. A mailing is going to be a one-time fee to print your postcard or whatever marketing piece you're sending. And then you're going to have to pay postage on top of that. And one simple mailing for probably 1,000 people could cost you $400 in itself. So one big benefit.
I couldn't hear what you.
Oops, Siri's trying to talk to me. One big benefit of email marketing and very affordable for how many times you can touch the customer with that amount of money. So the brochure is the most popular item, piece of marketing material that Avon reps can use. And so we always want to send out an email about the campaign. And I am going to do one saying let's say shop Avon campaign 8 sales online. Sometimes I like to include little emojis in there, grabs attention, makes your email stick out compared to others. With marketing, I always try new things. Sometimes it's good to keep it without it. Sometimes it's good to include it. So always try different things and see what sort of engagement and reaction you get, and then decide if you're going to keep doing it or not. But switch it up and have fun with it. So you can drag and drop. So that is a title over there. So I'm gonna take that. So hovering over it, you can use this little box here for formatting and layout and editing your content. So let's erase that. maybe I'll just put it in there and edit it like I would to make it look this way so that you guys can know how to do it. So let's say shop Avon campaign 8 sales online. If you wanted to change the color of the text, let's see. Oh, that actually changes the background there. Let's remove that. Here's the button to change the color of the text. So I'm going to go back onto the background of the whole title bar, and I'm going to click here and select, and that's going to allow me to change the back of the background on the header there. Okay, so now I can get rid of this line. And I like to find fonts that I like and then stick with them. So while you're doing your branding, you can brand the type of font you use. You can brand yourself. Maybe you want to come up with a unique name for your beauty brand. And then let's go up here. You can drag over that you want an image in there. And so let's go to the brochure on my website and click on it. I'm gonna save it to my computer to show you how to do that if you don't already know. So we come over onto here, right click and say save image as. So I will just save it in this folder here. Okay, going back to Constant Contact, I would click on where I want to put the image. I would say edit, and I'm going to select upload file and browse, and then going to put that image in there, upload, done, insert. Then I want to make it as big as the frame there. So I'll delete this one. I'm going to take out the padding so it gets rid of that space right there. And then I want to include a link that goes directly to that brochure on my website. So you would go to your website, go to the brochure page, and you can copy that URL. So highlight the address, right click and say copy. And then we're gonna link it to a web page and paste it. So you could come in here, right click and say paste, insert. Here are some social sharing options for my audience. So you come over to the top under build and you say more, and there is social. So you can bring this over and drop it. Okay, so it automatically puts in the bar that would connect them to my social media profiles. You can click on it and say edit, and you have these two different options. So I'm going to select share on readers' pages and say done. And what that allows them to do is to share it to their audience on Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn. And if you want to put a little spacer in there, you can edit how tall it is. Okay. I like to always have a little bit of text in there. So I'll bold out sort of my main idea of the email, and then I'll put some information about the image that I'm sharing. I include a click here to shop online. So any wording, you can come in here, highlight it, select this link, and put in a web page you would want to take them to. And then I like to always have a button in there too. People like to have that button. They know they can push on that, and that will allow them to start shopping. So you drag and drop the button, set it up to link to a page there. And then, like I said, here's my recruiting message. And I also put some text so they know how to click and start. So some of these options are for your layouts. So if you wanted 2 images with text, it kind of gives you those placeholders, and you can go in there and edit that. Pretty straightforward to use. So I'm gonna delete those. So there's my recruiting image. And then at the bottom, I always connect them to my social media profiles. So here is where you could say you don't have LinkedIn, you could get rid of that. This is where you want to put your website social media profiles. Okay, so let's make sure that I have everything in there that I want. So you look at the link there. It's good. We can also preview it so we can make sure that everything checks out before we send it. So let's do the preview. And I'm gonna click on it, make sure it goes to the right spots. Okay, shop now. Click to join. So the way you guys can find that link for yourselves is right here on your website. You can hover over become a representative and right click and say copy link address. So I'm gonna paste it, and that automatically takes them to the page where they sign up on my team. You can also send people to startavon.com with your advisor code, which is whatever you chose for your website URL. Okay, double check this one. And that one's good too. Okay, so in here you can even send it to yourself so you see what it looks like in your email. You can save it as you go in case you're not ready to send it yet. So I'm going to continue. And I am going to send that to, I have all of my customer prospects saved into a group called Beauty eRep. And then I have all of my leads who have expressed interest under Selling Beauty Online. So I want to include both of them on that list. And then I also want to include my team members who have not been with us for over a year. All right, so I'm gonna say send now. You can double check that everything looks good. And send. Yay. That was quite a bit longer than I expected it would be. But I also like to try and go a little bit slower when it's something more in depth like that. So my advice to you is to watch it and pause it and do the steps as we go. I am here for questions, but Constant Contact has a lot of helpful training materials, and they also have support to help you if you get stuck on how to do something. So I will include my referral for Constant Contact. I believe you can get a 30-day free trial to see if you like it. I have also heard that MailChimp is a good program to use as well. I'm not as familiar with it, but I know it's probably up there with Constant Contact when you're doing your own email marketing. So I hope you guys found this helpful. Give the video a like and remember to subscribe, and happy marketing. Bye guys.